Inclusive job descriptions. If you want to have a sustainable pipeline, hire talent, be competitive, and show your commitment to inclusion, you need to re-engineer your job descriptions. Don't limit your talent pool. Extend your opportunities to people who are experiencing a disability. This video aims to challenge your beliefs about your current job descriptions and help you craft inclusive ones to benefit every potential employee. Module Outcomes. This module will explain the value of inclusive job descriptions, identify the steps in creating an inclusive job description, and help you develop an inclusive job description policy. Many job descriptions limit who will apply and who will be selected for an interview. They list all requirements as essential to effectively complete the job and exclude candidates experiencing a disability. They lead to discrimination when hiring. This creates the risk of human rights or employment law challenges. Rationale. Inclusive job descriptions attract candidates with diverse backgrounds and experiences. Requirements listed in the description are the skills and qualities needed to be successful. The job description differentiates the essential versus the desirable tasks for the position. It shows a commitment to removing barriers and challenges that businesses face in attracting, hiring, and retaining workers who experience a disability. An inclusive job description is created so all qualified candidates can apply for a job. The job description is competency-based. It focuses on skills, knowledge, capabilities, and attitudes. The duties of the job need to match the responsibilities, and work performance is based on effort. Inclusive job descriptions use diversified, friendly language that remove any gender, ethnic, or age references. They are written using language that is an appropriate reading level and comprehension. Typesetting and design are taken into consideration. Sentences are kept short and concise. Inclusive job descriptions also remove any instances of discrimination, such as ableism or discrimination for able bodies and unconscious bias. It is important to note that some requirements are essential to a job. If an employer can demonstrate that this is the case and that an accommodation is not possible, it is called a bona fide job requirement. For example, to drive a transport truck or a bus, the employee needs to be 18 years of age or older. When creating your inclusive job description, you need to pay attention to the structure and requirements. It is critical that every requirement is reasonably related to the job. Secondly, job requirements need to be bona fide, meaning they are neutral and non-discriminatory. Questions you need to ask are: is this standard or requirement reasonably connected to the job? Have alternative approaches been explored that can still meet our needs? Can we develop a standard or requirement that reflects differing capabilities? Does this standard or requirement take into account accommodations? For example, an employer requires that an employee lift boxes of a certain weight without taking into consideration the equipment available. The job requirement isn't actually that the employer can lift a specific weight, but that the boxes can be safely stacked. While often unintended, discriminatory hiring practices can begin within the processes of completing a job analysis and job description. Inclusive job description policies remove barriers and set the tone for all staff. Effective policies are written in collaboration with management and staff. Your policy needs to adhere to relevant legislation, human rights requirements, and your organization's rules for inclusive communications. When creating your policy, you need to include a public statement to show your commitment to accessibility. It is important to start by reviewing current practices. Then, identify any challenges and state the changes you need to make. Your policy needs to include its purpose, who will be responsible for administering it, and its effective date. Don't forget to add your new policy to the larger recruitment and hiring policy. Example of an inclusive job description policy. Your company is committed to maintaining a workforce that demonstrates the values and visions of the organization and hires employees who demonstrate the necessary skills and qualifications. Employees are made aware of the job skills, duties, and qualifications required through job descriptions and/or performance expectations. Current job descriptions are maintained for all employees. After creating your policy, communicate it to your company and provide staff training. Summary. Inclusive job descriptions are competency-based. They focus on skills, knowledge, capabilities, and attitudes. The duties of the job match the responsibilities, and work performance is based on effort. Inclusive job descriptions remove barriers by placing attention on diversified, conventional language. Discrimination must be removed from the structure and requirements of inclusive job descriptions. Requirements listed must connect to the job and reflect different capabilities. Creating an inclusive job description policy requires you to analyze your current processes to determine what is working and what is not. It needs to address rules your organization needs to follow with respect to hiring and recruitment. We encourage you to access the toolkit for further information, examples, and templates. So get started!